I doubt this is even working. Is this on? I don't know. What time is it? It's like 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And I think I must have had already like 4,562 doubts. What do, right? We are live, folks. I'm Raven, and I own Red Raven Rights. It's an advertising copyright business type thing. But we're here to talk about my favorite pastime, doubts, right? Am I right? And we're getting down and dirty with the doubts right now. It's about to go down. And since I'm a writer, I like to write some notes down, so you might see me reading off of them. But this is all about keeping momentum in our businesses and our lives, right? Even when we're like, we have no idea what we're doing, where we're going. You know those moments where you're sitting in your living room and you're about to work on your business and like the tumbleweeds go by in the living room and you're like, oh my gosh, I have no idea what I'm doing. That's what this is about. Because guess what? The more that you learn how to dance with these massive doubts going on in your life and in your business all the time, and the quicker that you can run through them, the faster you can get back to work and actually doing something productive. Oh my gosh, isn't that amazing? Is anybody watching this? How do I know? Are you leaving me comments? I'm doubting that you're even here, that anybody's even watching. Then I guess I'm in the right spot. So, doubts. The definition of doubts is feelings of uncertainty or lack of conviction. Come on now. How often? That's Gabby. Gabby's our guest here today. She's a little dog. Feelings of uncertainty or lack of conviction. So how many of you out there have any doubts and feel a lack of certainty in your business every day? Do I have red lipstick on my teeth? I totally do. Okay. So, right, we all do every day, all day, right? Some of us more than others. So here's the point. If you haven't learned how to dance and be comfortable with the uncomfortable topics, for instance, like when doubt rolls through your life and tells you that maybe you think you can't do something that you knew that you could do at one time, if you don't get comfortable with that dance, then you're going to get paralyzed and you're going to see the tumbleweeds roll across your living room. And it's going to take away time, business, and money from your life, and joy and happiness and all the other yummy stuff. So the nugget of wisdom that I am hoping to share with you here in just all the amazing doubts that I have from my life is that to move through doubt as quickly as possible in your life and in your business so you can get back to work, right? Because here's the deal. We cannot avoid doubt. None of us is getting away with not having doubt in our life and in our business. Am I right? And if we were going around like all confident all the time in our business, it would kind of be like, you know, if you were in like the state of orgasm all the time, right? It's like, it's really hard to drink coffee, right? So we have to have this contrast of moments that we're really confident in our business and we know what we're doing, and moments where we are just kind of lost and don't know what to do. So we all have to deal with it. So that's the point of this getting down and dirty with doubts today. And I have a passionate love affair with doubts. Apparently, I just love them. I do them all the time. Some of my favorite doubts in my life that I've had is one time I doubted that I'd ever be able to actually internationally travel. I just was thinking, this is never going to happen, you know, based on my lack of budget skills. So I thought, this is never going to happen. So I just booked a plane ticket one time to Madrid, Spain. And just, I don't know any Spanish. And so when I arrived, I didn't know any signs or how to get anywhere, but I just had this huge doubt and I acted anyways on it. So how it comes into play every day in our lives is how about dinner, right? How of us doubt what we're going to be having for dinner every night. And so doubt is going to come through and roll through our lives in any which way form that it can imagine. And I know that when it was present for me. How about doubting that maybe I'll ever meet an available man that's not married? I don't know. I mean, is that ever going to happen? Or how about the time where I was 60 pounds more than what I am now and I thought, am I ever going to lose weight? I mean, I doubt that I can even ever lose weight if I'm dealing with all these heavy issues in my life like depression and job layoffs and not enough money to cover the bills, you know? Oh, my favorite doubt, my Academy Award achievement, favorite doubt. By the way, are you guys getting the sign in the background? Do you see what it says? Isn't it perfect? It's Be Fearless. We're in a special studio today. I'll reveal you the surprise later. But back to my favorite doubt. I cannot tell you how many times I cried in a bowl of vegan ice cream about what my life purpose was. Okay? It was like, I don't know. I just feel like everybody in my life got handed a life purpose, and I was never assigned one. And I don't know, I just how missed the boat or something like that. So I spent hours and hours. I've been a writer my entire life, and I remember when I was 34, I was living in Tampa. This is how I know Liz, by the way, is I was neighbors with her daughter in Tampa, Florida, and I had a breakup, and I was writing, and about how I don't know what my life purpose is, and it came to me maybe in the middle of writing a word. It was literally like this. I was like, holy shit, am I a writer? So literally I doubted for 34 years, even though I did it almost every day of my life, that I was even a writer. So I have a passionate love affair with doubt, and I believe that I have an Olympic gold medal, so to speak, with doubt. So I definitely had no doubt that I could talk on this topic when Liz asked me to. So, but the thing that remains through all my doubts is that the theme that seems to run through them is no matter all these crazy doubts that's happened in my life, I've seemed to always lead a really inspired life and been able to simultaneously like have all these doubts and things going on in my life, and then also having an inspired creative business and life, and always be rolling on a river. I like karaoke too, but we know we can do that, I have no doubt. So the theme that runs through my life through all these doubts is that I just know how to plow through and just how to continue with momentum in my life and my business, even though there's some really hard, crappy doubts going on in my head. And so that's what I'm hoping to share with you right now, is just how I plow through that to keep momentum going. Sound like a plan? Yes. So when I thought about this topic, I was like, oh, first off, I didn't even realize that maybe I could be like, I'm lost, I have no idea what I'm doing, doubt expert, because I didn't know that position existed until Liz approached me. So thank goodness for that role exists. But what I want to share with you is this concept that when I started to evaluate how I treat doubt in my life, I started to realize that it's kind of like when you invite a guest to dinner, right? And one of my businesses that I've had in the past is a vegan chef. So I very much relate to food and stuff. And I started to realize that, you know, the way I deal with doubt is a lot like when I have a guest over for dinner, right? So I want to share this process with you, and think about when you have a guest over for dinner. What do? Right? Well, the first thing you're going to do is you are going to greet your guest. Oh, by the way, this guest isn't like you're happy-go-lucky, you're so happy to have your girlfriends over guest. It's more like a, what, you want to come and be my guest? By the way, I have a guest right now, live. Look at who's here. It's Nicole. You were my surprise. She was, no, Nicole, but you're actually like the guest that I would want to have over. And what I was gonna say is that what I relate to doubt, I think about it being more of like my judgmental religious mother over for dinner. So that's what kind of doubt feels like when it comes to visit with me. So it's that dinner that you just kind of feel like maybe you're not too excited to have. So let's talk about when somebody comes to dinner, and this is going to relate to how we can think about doubt. My storage is almost full on my cell phone. I doubt I'll have enough storage room for that, but okay, we'll work through that one later. So the first thing I do is greet the guest, right, for our dinner party, and I also notice that I'll greet doubt into my life. So I'll say something like, oh, Oh, hello. And I'll usually assign it like a cute name. You know, sometimes when you greet guests, it'll be like, oh, for instance, to make this real for you guys, why don't you take a second to literally think about a doubt that you have about your business right now that seems to thread itself in and out of your business all the time. I'll just give you a second, and I'm going to sound my little chimes here so you guys can think about a doubt that you always seems to come up in your business all the time. You ready? I'll share with you mine. It's very vulnerable. So my doubt is in particularly regards to my business is that I have no idea how to consistently earn like a consistent income to pay even for cat food, which I don't really have a cat anymore, but part of my doubt is just that consistently financial income with my business as a writer, right? As an advertising copywriter. So that's my doubt that always butts head into my life. So think about what doubt always comes into your life. By the way, how do I know what timing I'm on? Do you know what time? Are you timing this? No? Okay, that's okay. I'm doubting the time right now. See how this works? So we're going to invite it in, and I'm just going to say, oh my gosh, look at this doubt that I have that I seem to think that I don't know how to make money consistently doing what my purpose is, what my passion is. So I just go ahead and invite it in like a guest, right? So when you greet your doubt, right? What that does is it acknowledges it, that it is literally a thought and not your reality. Do you understand that's why that's important? Because you're saying that I am not what my doubt is right now. My doubt exists. It's just a thought, and it's just in here visiting. I'm simply greeting it and acknowledging it. So when you greet your doubt, is that where we're at right now? Holy crap, I talk a lot. Okay, the next thing you do with the guest is you go ahead and invite them in, right? So you invite them in and you say, come on, doubt, come in and have a seat. And when you invite the doubt in your life, what it does is it releases the resistance. It unclenches your butt cheeks. You know, when we get uptight and we get like all, you know, about it. So it releases that, because what do we know? What resists persists, right? So we're going to go ahead and invite and tell the doubt where to sit. And then what do we do with guests when they come in? We entertain it. So this is, we can play and have a little fun with our doubt, right? We can say like, oh, look at you. That's so cute that you don't think you know how to make money as a writer when you've been doing it all your life. And it's just a matter of a couple pieces that come into your life. Like really get a grip. Okay. It doesn't mean you're not going to meet, you know, the love of your life. Okay. Calm down. So we can play with it, have a little fun with it. And like all guests, and this is my favorite part about debt and doubt, by the way, we can send it away. Bye-bye. And we could say, doubt, thanks for coming. Thanks for visiting. I know you're going to be back, and I'll totally be ready, but I really appreciate it. Your visit? Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. And after guests leave, what do? We recover, right? And this is where we go to an area of our life where we do feel masterful in, and where we do feel less doubt. And what that's going to do is fill our tank back up. So, and when we send doubts away, right, after acknowledging that they're just visiting and they're not our reality, what that is doing is it's basically the time for us to get shit done while our doubt is still in the room. And that's what I mean by moving through doubt, passing through it quickly, so we can just basically get our shit done and move on with our amazing life, and business. Am I right? So, my favorite quote is by Janine Roth, and she says, use what is worst about you to discover what is best about you. And that's what I just want to share with you guys in all the doubt that I have going on in my life. I just always find a way to basically make it my bitch, right? Make it work for you. So whenever you can do that, take something negative and use it to empower your life and your business, then basically it's like, cha-ching, hello. So that's it. That's all I got. I'm over time already, right? Yes, I'm doubting that. All right. Well, I am Raven. That's my pen name, and my business is Red Raven Writes. And I just want to thank you guys for being here because this group is like amazing. It's already having magic.
We'll be doing a Google Hangout on air.
And we'll be doing a Google Hangout on air. When?
Like right now.
Right now?
Just set up the link.
For like questions?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. Okay, this is all going down live, folks. So come join us.
I'll drop the link in the feed.
Nicole's going to drop the link in the feed. And if we have doubts, don't worry. We're going to greet them, invite them in, entertain them, send them away, and then recover. Woo, woo. Let's hear it for dedicated creatives. Love you guys. How do I turn this on? Off? Huh? Hello? Finish?